Good evening, everyone. It's Voodoo51292 with you as always, and welcome to a brand new year. Happy New Year to everyone. It is now 2012, and I'm actually coming to you in the very waning minutes of New Year's Day of 2012. We're about 3 minutes left of New Year's Day. So, welcome to the new year. Welcome to my first channel update of the new year. And this update will be covering Monday, January 2nd of 2012 through Sunday, January the 8th of 2012. And lots of things to talk about. Just, to update you guys on what's been going on last week, and then looking ahead into the new year. And bunch of things to talk about for the weeks that are coming up. I can't believe it's January already. Time's just flying by. But there are some things to talk about as we're into a new gaming year now, but still needing to close out some things from the gaming year of 2011. So last week was basically a week completely devoted to my second game of Gaming Palooza, Dead Island. And Brandon and I, because of the fact that I was busy, only were able to play 2 days of Dead Island, but in those 2 days we managed to go from 21 parts, which is how many parts I had filmed the original night we started playing the game, all the way through part 66, I think, of 65 or 66 of our Dead Island playthrough in 2 days. We also progressed the main story plot from 8% all the way to 67%. So we got some serious playing time. In those 2 days, we progressed significantly in the game, and we're having a lot of fun. I think it's safe to say that we're enjoying the playthrough quite a bit. The thing, of course, that's really bogging down the playthrough and making it not fun at times is the fact that the game has been extremely buggy and has been freezing our consoles, both Brandon and I's consoles, pretty consistently. And it's also been kicking Brandon out of the online party and has just been dropping him out. And it's been doing it pretty consistently to the point where, once or twice every hour somebody's had to restart their console or get offline and get back online to try to join the party again. And it's just been a real annoyance and aggravation when those moments have occurred. But when the game is going smoothly, it's pretty fun and enjoyable. So we played a significant amount, I should say, of the game in the 2 days that we were able to play it. And that footage has been going up over the course of the weekend. It's a little, behind and delayed because, of course, I cannot upload videos while we're playing the game online because that would just take up too much of the internet connection. And as I've said, the game is having problems enough with keeping the online party intact without an extra strain on it by uploading all of those videos. So when we've been playing, I haven't been able to upload. Then there was a night where I tried to put a bunch of videos on to upload and the computer turned off and stopped uploading, so it's a little behind, but it's catching up. I've been able to upload the past couple days pretty straightforward because I've been busy for New Year's Eve and today New Year's Day, so we haven't been playing. So I've been able to just constantly upload the footage, and we should be caught up before much longer. So that's what occurred last week. I also made a midweek update last week, and I usually don't mention the fact that I made midweek updates. The only reason I mention it this time around is the fact that I did talk in that midweek update about a couple of the 3DS games I've been playing, Mario Kart 7 and Super Mario 3D Land. I talk about them, give my opinions a little bit on them, and I'm undecided yet if I'm going to start a series of videos. Not so much like official game reviews, but just videos kind of talking about 3DS games that I have now that I will play in the future, giving you guys just kind of an idea of what's going on with those games, how I feel about them. Do I think that they're good games, worth purchasing if you own a 3DS? I'm undecided, but if I decide to make those videos, I'll probably make separate videos for Mario Kart 7 and Super Mario 3D Land. But if not, you can see what I think about those games in my midweek update from last week. Okay, so that covers last week. Last year, it's done. Close the door, close the book, opening up a new year. And what are we going to be doing on our first week of the new year? and some other things that will be happening a few weeks down the road. Well, this week I definitely want to concentrate on finishing Dead Island, and as I've talked about before, I think Brandon and I are pretty close to beating it. Obviously, we're at 67% of the main plot progression, and we feel like probably about two good sit down and game sessions, we should be able to wrap up the game. I mean, if we were able to complete just shy of 60% of the game in two sessions earlier this week, then we feel like we should definitely be able to do the last 33% in a couple of sessions. So we feel like that's going to probably be beaten definitely by the middle of the week. I hope to have that game done. And then once I beat Dead Island, I'll be moving on to Batman Arkham City, which I have put in a request for. GameFly the past couple of times has been really slow in receiving the order and sending the new game out. You remember for Assassin's Creed, for Dead Island. For Dead Island, it took like just over a week between the time I sent it back and between the time I got the new game. It usually only takes about 4 or 5 days. It took just over a week last time. I sent Assassin's Creed back like 3 or 4 days ago, and they say they haven't gotten it yet. So, hoping to have Batman by the end of the week, and if I do and we are finished Dead Island like I think we're going to be, then I will go ahead and continue Batman from where we left off the last time I played. Of course, when I finish Dead Island, I will be doing an official game review of the game, and that will be coming up and coming your way once we complete the game. Another video that I'm going to put out this week. It is 2012, and that means that, as I said, we're starting a new gaming year. And there are a lot of games that have release dates for the first few months of 2012. So a video I do want to make is just a video giving you guys a rough, and I mean a very rough idea about which games that I'm interested in playing in the first quarter or the first few months or so of 2012, the games that do have release dates. Some of the games that I'm interested in, the games that I'm most interested in, most of them don't have release dates, and so I'll talk about those a little bit. But I do want to make a video just to give you guys kind of an idea of where I'm headed in 2012 and which games early on, what are some of the first games you can expect to see me play. Just again, a very rough idea of some of the games I'm interested in, and there will be games that I talk about in that video that I'm interested in that I don't play, and there will be games in that video that I don't mention that I will play. So it's a rough idea, but it's an idea nonetheless. So I'll bring that video to you guys this week. Still on track. Still want to do the year-end videos for 2011 by the end of January. I'm still thinking that that's going to happen, and I may very soon start playing around with some of my video editing software just to see what I can do with it, what's going to be the best way. That way when I do beat the games that I want to beat and I have my list, I can jump in and get those videos out pretty quickly. I mean, the hardest part of this is going to be figuring out which program I have will be the best and figuring out how exactly to do each of the things that I really want to do. So those, I'm still planning on having them out by the end of January. And in just a couple of weeks, on January the 17th, not only is that the first day of the new spring semester, unfortunately, but it is also the 1-year anniversary of me being on YouTube, which is kind of hard to believe that it's already been an entire year. I mean, so much has changed. I have changed. I've gotten, in my opinion, a lot better on YouTube in the quality of videos that I do. Even in the qualities of these updates. Actually, it's pretty funny. The past couple of days I was watching some of my older videos of me doing channel updates and things like that. And it's pretty funny because I could understand how people would be very annoyed with me back then because I said probably every other word I said was the word back in the day, and I think just you can tell now I've really made an effort to cut that out. I think I've even gotten better at public speaking, you know, since I've been doing this on YouTube and I've been doing channel updates and things like this for the whole year. I do say you know, sometimes, but not nearly as much as I used to. And you know, it's interesting to see my progression from when I started till now. But on the 17th, I will be making a special video as a retrospective, reflective, looking back on the past year on YouTube. So many things have changed, and I've learned so much. It's really unbelievable how just in this 1 year's time, I've gone from somebody who played video games casually, only played some games, and in just a matter of this past year, I've gone from that to a hardcore gamer, to playing over 20 games. I've played over 20 games this year up on my channel, and really being involved in the gaming culture, learning about video games, seeing how the media treats games and how games are a part of our culture, and being able now to recognize a good game from a bad game, and playing all these new series and being introduced to all these new games that before I just heard about before, but now I can actually play the games and say, hey, I've played that, have opinions on games, and it's been crazy. So I have a lot to reflect on, a lot to talk about, and on the 17th I will be making that video and sharing it with you guys so that you guys can see what I think it's been like the past year on YouTube. So that's pretty much what's going on with me. Again, I'm just going to mention this just to throw it out there, even though so far it seemed to have fallen on deaf ears. But again, I am still looking to take entries for a montage I'd like to do of my funniest moments of 2011. And the only way that's going to happen is if you, the viewers and fans of mine, submit clips to me that you thought were some of my funniest moments of the past year. And when I say clips, I don't actually mean the whole video. All you have to do is send me a personal message either on YouTube or Playfire, and all you need to do is include the title of the video and the time mark that you thought that the funny moment occurred, and that's all you have to do. If I get those submissions, I can compile them, and I'll go back into my footage and find those clips and clip them out and make a funniest moments of 2011 montage. But again, that video is only going to happen with your input, with the fans' input, so I strongly hope that you will send in those clips or the titles and the time marks, and send in enough that I'm able to make a video, because I'd like to do that. In other news, kind of a surprise announcement that I have to make. It was definitely surprising news to me when I learned about this. Brandon's 18th birthday was just a couple of days ago. And as a surprise present, he actually got an Xbox 360 for his birthday. So that's a big announcement, because that opens up a lot of different things as far as co-op gaming for us. And as you know, before, when I got the Xbox, it was a lot about choosing which games I wanted to play for which, because it was a lot of, do I choose to get the PlayStation 3 version so I can play the games online with friends or online with Brandon, or do I get the Xbox 360 version, which might be the better version, especially online play. And this happened with games like Assassin's Creed, where I wound up getting it for the 360. Is my PlayStation, you know, it had been fixed by that point, but I really liked the Xbox. I wanted to play some games on the Xbox, but Brandon was playing the game for PlayStation 3, and I wanted to play online, but we couldn't make it work because I got it on a different console. But now, you know, and even now, as an example, we're playing this co-op playthrough on Dead Island, and the voice communication is becoming a huge problem. On the footage, you'll know, and somebody's already commented on this, that you can barely hear what anything Brandon's saying. And I have my TV, I have the actual volume on the game, like the game noise and everything, turned way down, and I have my TV cranked. I mean, the volume on my TV is cranked up, and you still can't hear a word Brandon's saying, because the voice communication on PlayStation 3 is so bad. And it's just a problem. And now that we have Xbox, the online and co-op that we're going to be able to do is going to be at a very high quality, because obviously on the Xbox you can create parties. The voice communication is just, you know, miles and miles and miles ahead of the PlayStation 3's voice communication. And the Xbox 360 is the ultimate online console for online gaming, for co-op online gaming. the Xbox 360 is where it's at, and PlayStation 3 fanboys can flame me all they want. That's the bottom line. Okay, there's no question about it. The Xbox is where it's at for online gaming, and so there's going to be a lot of games coming up in 2012 that if there's going to be multiplayer that I want to play with Brandon, co-op I want to play with him, there's a good chance that we'll talk about it and confer and see if we want to get that game on the 360, and that way, you know, we can do the online together and just have it be a breeze with the party system on Xbox, the voice communication being a breeze on Xbox. You know, so that opens up a lot of doors. And he actually got Modern Warfare 3 as a gift, and so surprisingly, it's a surprise announcement, but you know, all that great footage I had playing with Brandon on Black Ops where we had so much fun. Well, it turns out that now we're going to be able to play some Modern Warfare 3 online, just like Black Ops, and have a lot of fun doing that. Play some survival mode gameplay on Modern Warfare 3, so you're going to see footage of Brandon and I playing Modern Warfare 3 on the 360 at some point when we have free time and feel like playing it. So, big announcement there. Last thing I want to say before we leave our first channel update for the new year. I know you're probably sick and tired of seeing me wearing a beanie in all my videos. I know it's stupid, but I've been very lazy and I've let my hair just grow out of control. It's nuts. And you guys can see from videos earlier this year, when I let my hair grow, it goes insane. Like, it's just a giant unruly bush of hair. It's a mess. And so I'm wearing this beanie because I don't want to be embarrassed with my crazy bush-like hair. So I am getting a haircut this week, though. Hopefully early in the week, and that way, unless I do a horrible job with my haircut, I actually won't have to wear this beanie in future videos coming up. But that's the reason I've been wearing it. But anyway, guys, welcome to 2012. Hope everybody had a good New Year's Eve last night. I hope everybody's excited, prepared for a new year. It's going to be a great year for gaming. It's going to be a great year for me on the channel. I'm expecting bigger and better things. I want to go bigger and better in 2012. I want to get more involvement, more subscribers, more people viewing and enjoying the channel and being a part of what I'm trying to do here on YouTube. And I've worked hard in 2011. I want to work just as hard, if not harder, in 2012 to bring you guys quality stuff. I thank all of those people who stuck with me through the year 2011, even though it was tough at times. You guys stuck with me, stuck through it with me. So welcome to a new year for everyone, and a new year on the YouTube channel for gaming. I'm excited about it, and we are trying to quickly wrap up the gaming of 2011 so that we can move on to a new year and have many new adventures, some misadventures, and a lot of good times. So thanks, guys. Hope you enjoy the footage. Hope you watch the stuff that comes up this week. And have a happy new year and enjoy the channel. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you later.